What's up? This is Nick from Hit the Lights, and you're watching Hold Up Now TV.
You're going to be playing your Skip School Start Fights tour soon.
Yep.
What made you want to revisit playing that album through its entirety?
Well, the company Glamour Kills, who's supported us for a long time, they brought up a holiday show idea, and they asked if we'd be willing to play that album through, and we said sure. And the reaction went really, really well, better than we expected, and we had a fun time. So I guess we just got we needed to make a new record, and we just wanted to do a couple dates, and we figured, well, people want to hear that record, we could do that, and so yeah, we booked it, and people are stoked, and it'll be a fun tour.
You've now signed with Pure Noise Records. Yep. How did that come about?
Well, we've worked with those dudes in the past, especially on like other bands like Story So Far, State Champs, just kind of bringing those bands on tour and stuff. So we've known Jake for a little bit, and it kind of happened through our booking agent Brad, who also works with Jake, that the idea was brought up, and so we thought it was kind of like the perfect pairing. You know, it made a lot of sense. They're kind of the biggest names in pop punk right now, and I don't know, it's nice to have that relationship where, you know, they're like very DIY and hands-on, whereas in our past experiences, you know, dealing with like major labels and stuff, it's just it gets kind of gross. So it's nice and refreshing to have kind of that DIY back and know that they give a shit and they're gonna, you know, push it to the best of their ability and they believe in it. So
the announcement came with the news of a new album in the works. Mm-hmm. Do you have an idea of exactly when it'll be released, and how's it going to be different to your previous album?
It'll probably be released in the fall. We're going to go in, we're going to get home, do this little tour, take some time off, and then in July we'll go in and record with Kyle Black. He's done a lot of stuff. He worked with producer Mike Green, who's an awesome producer that we've worked with before, but we worked with like New Found Glory, Comeback Kid. So he's going to have like a nice heavier sound. I think we're going to, it'll be a different record. I think all of our records have been different, and we kind of wanted to keep it that way, but I think we'll be kind of looking through our past records and stuff and taking different elements that we know that people loved and we liked from that, and kind of trying to incorporate that into something that's still exciting for us to make music with, but also still sticking with something that we know we're good at, you know, and we know that's why people like us for. So I don't know, I think we're just trying to be conscious of, you know, what people want, and kind of morphing that into something new and kind of a different take on it too, where we can keep it fresh.
What would you say has been the best and worst parts of being in a busy band?
Best parts are traveling the world with your friends, obviously partying, getting to meet different people everywhere, and the worst part is, again, just being away from home, being away from your family. When things go wrong at home and you're just kind of helpless and have nothing to do, and I think the more people, we have relationships and stuff now, we have girlfriends at home and pets and stuff, and it gets harder and harder to leave the more you, I guess the more you make yourself at home. So it's always that, it's the give and take.
We've got a lot of people tell us that pop punk is quite similar sounding. What do you think makes a band of this genre stand out? Is it more about lyrical content, or more to do with the style that you're writing musically?
I think it can go both ways. This pop punk is such a broad term now. I think more than ever. I think it just got broader, you know, along the years. Start with like anywhere from like Screeching Weasel to Green Day, you know, to Blink-182, you know, then the New Found Glory, and then now you have bands like the Wonder Years, even like modern baseball and stuff, who people call pop punk, who, you know, I wouldn't necessarily call it pop punk, but that term is just, even A Day to Remember is considered pop punk. So just a broad term. I think that in terms of what people latch onto, lyrics for sure, and then big riffs and stuff. I think kids just like big chuggy riffs too. The energy, I think it has to do with a lot of the energy and how you can I guess what kind of energy you put out in your live performances and in your recordings that kids pick up on.
Are there any particular pieces of musical equipment that you guys would love to get your hands on?
I recently was in the studio with this producer out of Kansas City, Josh Barber, and he had this awesome it's an amp modifying system that pretty much completely copies like whatever head you put it through. So you record a guitar on it and it has the settings for that head. So he has like $50,000 worth of equipment in this, you know, $1,000 thing, and it's pretty incredible. I definitely need to get one.
Your fans obviously love you lots. What's been the most moving gesture from the middle of your travels?
Oh, probably some notes saying that people were thinking about committing suicide, and our music helped them through it. You know, it's not something I can necessarily relate to, but just seeing that, knowing that I helped someone, that means everything.
And the last question is, if you had to recommend a strange, underrated artist to listen to, who would it be?
Ooh, a strange, underrated artist. Shit, that's a good one. Well, Weird Science, I think, he's actually the drummer from Eaton, Cambria, and he's one of the best rappers in hip-hop, and no one gives a shit, and it's sad because he's fucking amazing. I definitely check him out.